Do you ever load up a game of Apex Legends expecting a lobby of 2 other players and it gives you none instead? No problem, you think these things happen from time to time, but to me, it was happening again and again today, and I was starting to think that Respawn were giving me hints about my pathetic loser existence. You know when they're saying to you, hey Ragtag, you don't belong with other players, you don't deserve a good solid team game, no, you deserve to suffer! Well, to me, I saw these solo games happening, a nightmare unfolding, to be honest with you, quick death after quick death, but this one, I decided I was done with suffering. I was gonna use it, channel it even, a challenge for growth, because today I'm gonna win a game of Apex Legends. Even though I'm getting punched in the back, that was alright. I didn't have a gun, we had to find our way out here. We're gonna go to the geyser. Oh, there's a triple take on me. No problem, pal. We would just zip over to the next building and get ourselves a gun, and then recoup, recover, recharge, and then we would be in. Yeah, well, you think we're done here? We're not done. I'm just getting started. You think the house always wins? I'm gonna win, you Oh, look, surprise, surprise. Solo queue again and no teammates. No problem. This time I decided to land somewhere less risky, but I needed good loot and I needed it fast. So when I saw the train going through a tunnel, I wondered if anyone would be trying to catch it as it came through the other side. Alright, forget what I said about risk. This was worth it. I was going for it. Whilst the luck of the lobby was not with me today, perhaps the luck of the landings finally was, and it seemed like I might just have the train to myself. With a Peacekeeper and purple body armor, this was looking like a good start. And then I decided to replace that Peacekeeper with an EVA 8 and keep the Mozambique, because I'm the dumbest idiot on the planet. And the question you might be asking right now is, did I even notice? But yeah, after I swapped the alternator with the Mozambique around the dusty cogs inside my bludgeon brain, they started to turn, and we headed back and got ourselves a double shotgun loadout. But it wasn't long before the train station supply bins yielded loot that I could not resist. Now, I'm not a fan of the Spitfire, and that's partly because I'm an R301 R99 fanboy, but I also just plain suck at LMGs. But with a level 3 purple mag, I decided that any 1 versus 3 fights I'd be getting into would be better served with a lot of bullets at my disposal. And then when I caught a whiff of the coveted R99, my nutsack swelled with anticipation. But the fear of being stuck without the attachments had me suck my hemorrhoids back up, and we moved on. There, we didn't mess that up, but things were starting to look better with a cargo bot and the vault key contained within. So all I had to do now was ignore that turbocharger because it's a bag of shite. All I had to do now was listen out for other teams in combat, and like a sly fox slip in and pick up the trash in the dumpster. There was just one problem. I had the combat skills of a crushed avocado, so picking my moment would be everything. Then when I heard fighting in the distance, turned out I had bigger problems. Well, that's a bit messy, but we got the job done. Now, the only way to survive here would be to keep those shields charged and then use the death box of my enemy as a trap. And so we waited, like a dirty, skillless, sneaky bastard that I am. Don't mess this up, you arsehole. It is. Hello. Is his mate there? Where is he? Oh! Yeah. Oh fuck, he's got purple shit. What? Should have healed, dickhead! Yep. Finisher! With a mix of merriful glee and dumbfounded shock rushing through my veins, we headed for the vault in disbelief that a trinity of lemmings would fall prey to my nefarious tactics, and when the doors were flung open, we quickly snatched up the golden body shield, the golden backpack, and the battle stabilizer for the Spitfire, but after a right turn at the exit, we had a choice to make. And that was to nope the hell out of there, as I had no idea how many there were and what they had, and I decided to use the here's my jump pad technique. And then the ambitious, I'm going to bounce the arc star off it, which I don't actually think that worked at all. But that's the good thing about me. I wasn't even surprised. Anyway, we decided to go for a half marathon to try and rid myself of these enemies, but they weren't giving up the chase. So I decided to try and see if lightning truly does strike twice. Now I waited, But nobody came straight away. And after a while, was this his teammate? I wasn't sure, and the ring was coming in. It was time to skulk about until combat drew near for other squads, because as you know, when you're a solo player, you can't afford any mistakes. But if I could catch them in combat, then I would be ready for them, and this would be my best chance at winning this game, to become that which they did not expect. And when the fireworks kicked off with multiple teams in combat, I took my chances and charged into battle.
Only 2 other squads left. No problem. Ring closes in
10. Unfortunately, they saw me. And yeah, it looked like they were ready for me as well. But my name's Ragtag, and you never know what's going to happen next with me.
Charging on my shields.
Well, let's have a look at why we died then. The moment where I pretty much threw the game into the hands of my enemies and they clutched victory due to my stupidity. The EVA 8 found its mark. And we did a quick reload and then used our shield battery, but the reload did not complete, you arsehole! Leaving us with the proverbial pants down and more egg on my face. However, I had not yet shown my level 4 knockdown shield to my enemy. For all he knows, the rest of my team might be catching up. So once his back was turned towards his teammate, I would simply revive and then take my yeah, I hope your havoc overheats and then melts your robot face off, you dipshit!